We got some new The Last of Us Part 2 info thanks to a ton of job openings at Naughty Dog, so let's unpack this news in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and a like would be super appreciated. We didn't know if The Last of Us Part 2 would feature a multiplayer until now, as Naughty Dog has put up a lot of job openings for their quote-unquote next game. But yeah, we see The Last of Us Part 2 image here in their tweet. And we of course know, because they said it many times, that after The Lost Legacy, they will all move over to The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 will then go into full production. And that makes the job openings for a game designer to work on the multiplayer layout and multiplayer systems way more interesting. Oh, and the game designers that they need for the multiplayer need experience in playing third-person console games. Okay, a multiplayer for The Last of Us Part 2 is as good as confirmed. The game designer of the multiplayer systems will be responsible for the balance of the multiplayer gameplay systems, such as the game modes, progression system, player abilities, and the weapons. So yeah, it looks like the Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer will be full featured, just like the first one. While doing some research, I found a video from YouTuber Zanjo West mentioning that a Battle Royale mode for The Last of Us Part 2 makes a ton of sense. And with the immense success of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds right now, having a Battle Royale mode in your game is a new trend moving forward. Like Ubisoft already says, yes, we're totally going to do that. Then we have of course GTA Online that already like kind of introduced some sort of mode, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. If you're not familiar, in PlayerUnknown's Battleground you land somewhere in a huge map and have to be the last man standing by killing other players or hide until you're forced to go to a smaller section of the map where you have to fight. And with the whole survival theme of The Last of Us, I think this would be a perfect fit for The Last of Us Part 2. By the time The Last of Us Part 2 comes out though, there will be many other options, but still with the graphics of The Last of Us Part 2, and of course this being a huge franchise, a Battle Royale mode could still be a killer app. Speaking of the graphics of The Last of Us Part 2, that will probably be like mind-blowing. It looks like the game will support HDR, as they want a cinematic lighting artist to have experience in HDR tone mapping. Of course, my game development knowledge is slim, but I think that this is kinda a 1 + 1 is 2. The Last was remastered, Uncharted 4, and of course Uncharted Lost Legacy all had HDR support, so this is not really news, but I still thought it was worth noting. So yeah, multiplayer confirmed for The Last of Us Part 2, well, as good as. I mean, they're looking for people to work on their next multiplayer game, like I already said, a third-person game, and of course use the kind of artwork or footage from the trailer of The Last of Us Part 2 to promote these job openings. So I totally think this makes sense, but let's hope we get some single player footage first. Sony will be doing a show at Paris Games Week on October 30th to showcase some games, but I think The Last of Us Part 2 will be absent there, since they will probably focus on games that are coming out sooner. I think we're looking at God of War, the Frozen Wilds DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, some PSVR games that are coming out in November as well. Of course, Spider-Man first half 2018, Shadow of the Colossus. I think games like that will be for Paris Games Week, and then in December, on December 10th, that weekend, there will be a new show for the PlayStation experience. And of course, a year ago they announced The Last of Us Part 2 there, so I think that if we will see some new info this year, it will be at the PlayStation experience. That just makes the most sense. They announced the game last year, of course, during the PlayStation experience, because they wanted to do it in front of all the PlayStation fans. I still get happy when I see that footage of everyone clapping and yelling because they see The Last of Us Part 2. That was an awesome moment.
Shadow of death.
Anyway, when we will see new footage, everyone will start clapping again, of course, and I will make videos about it, so be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on everything The Last of Us Part 2. Thanks a lot for watching. I will speak to you next time. Like the video to support the channel, and goodbye.
They comfort me, because I know I'll kill my enemy.